Sanela, what about MNI Publishing? I would love if you could share with our viewers a little bit about MNI Publishing.
Well, the aim of MNI Publishing is to finally start publishing our books. Until now, we did publish our books and Michael's books through Llewellyn Publishing. So the reason for starting the MNI Publishing is to bring this work further. We are all Michael's, students, facilitators, and this work is really evolving. So there are sessions that are no longer like in Michael's books, and we get more and more from the spirit world, and also some new insights, a different kind of stories. So we can bring this in our publishing. We can also publish our members' books, as well as any other person who talks about similar or writes about similar journeys or experiences. So it is open to wider audience.
Just listening to you say that just opens up words like possibilities, opportunities. It's a very expansive journey, I would say, that's begun for MNI. And the finding purpose actually is paving the way for all of us to keep finding purpose.
Yes.
Was there any moment, and I would love to know this from both of you, where at any given moment, either with one of the authors or amongst the team, you face something where it was a learning experience, but it could have been challenging at that time? In any new project, when we start, there are challenges. Sometimes, of course, with spirit guiding, I'm sure you've come right through, because you both are right here. As we say, you're sitting in the victory seat, the book's launching. And I would love to know if there were challenges or if there were any lessons learned for our viewers that you would like to share.
Well, in the beginning, I really wanted more people on the project because it's a big project. But somehow it was just the two of us, and that was actually what we needed. It took us a little bit longer because we had to really find time and go through all the stories, edits, formatting. Formatting was, oh my God, that was another story.
Sanela was
tell.
wonderful. Sanela was wonderful with the formatting. I really enjoy editing, so my focus tended to be more on sentence structure, proper use of commas and whatnot. So yeah, the grammar. So there were changes that I was focused on there, and I was at a loss with a lot of the formatting because for some reason, some of the stories didn't transpose over very well. So I would send notes to Sanela saying, help, I can't, get this line over into the right place or the paragraph in the right place. And she would say, let me work on it. Let me work on it. You just work on the wording, the sentence structure, all of that. So we really bounced a lot off from each other that way.
Yeah,
which is beautiful. So there was you looking after the structure, the flow, the linguistic aspect of it, if I may say so, Elizabeth, because you were taking care of that, and Sanela was doing the entire setting of the page, the formatting, as one would call it, and that's not an easy task. But the beauty is you kind of each had your forte, or each had your speciality, and you bridged it together, and we have this beautiful book.
Yes, I'm so happy it's finally here, and people can buy it in ebook format. I could see that it's available on Amazon in both ebook and paperback, as well as from the link directly to Ingram's Park, so they can ship worldwide, or bookstores will also have it. So it will be everywhere.
Just imagine that joy you have when you walk into a bookstore, or imagine the airports and you suddenly see the book, then you, oh my God, my book is there. That kind of a feeling.
Yeah.
That is so
Yes.
wonderful. So wonderful. Is
Our
there
book,
our book? Absolutely.
Michael Newton's, and actually, yeah. And, this represents really a global movement of spiritual awakening. And this is actually the basic idea behind our own facilitation and what we offer in sessions. So it's out there.
It
This
feels really good to share Michael's work with the world in this way, and the work that we do and love, and how much it helps people. On my website, I have a statement that when we all realize that we are all souls on a journey, on a path, I believe that that is conducive to peace, creating peace among us and a sense of unity and supporting each other. Because, of course, some paths are a lot more arduous than others.
so true. So
And
very true.
And there is also hope, like, okay, this happened to other people too, I'm not alone. And there is this idea behind every word, every story, like there is light at the end of the tunnel. It can be a metaphoric or real, but things really get better. And this is also bringing people hope. These are the lines as well that will heal. And yeah, it's really beautiful to be part of this.
So what I'm picking up from both of you are these little sneak peeks, like trailers before we see the movie, where we're thinking, I'm telling you what I'm picking up. Picking up hope, I'm picking up empowerment, I'm picking up relationship healing, I'm picking up self-awareness. Tell me more. What else? You don't have to tell me the whole story, just the trailer. We're showing people the trailer.
One of the introductions that I especially enjoyed writing was the one about spirit guides and other advanced beings, because I find they're so fascinating. And clients, when they first meet their spirit guides or even council of elders, they're in awe, and as I was as well. I could feel a presence around me a lot, but I didn't know exactly who this presence was. So writing that introduction was really fun to think about. There's a lot of angels that show up in sessions as guides. So it was really, really fun to really dig into that. And sometimes there are what we call extraterrestrial energies that come through. I just find that advanced beings and guides can come in many shapes and sizes and forms, and yet they're so loving and so supportive and make us feel so, well, yeah, so supported and loved. Yeah.
Elizabeth, that's so beautiful what you shared, because every little sneak peek that the two of you give in this behind the scene episode, this special story that we're cooking together, I think it just aims to let people know that this book is for everyone. This is a book that everyone can enjoy because it introduces them to something that they already know at a very deeper level, but maybe their conscious space now needs to relook at it or revisit it. And then that's that sense of familiarity that, oh, I know this. So as I was listening to both of you, I'm thinking so many people who will benefit from this book that MNI Publishing is launching with, and it's our first publication, so I think it's that much more special and a sort of torchbearer to all that which we're going to bring in the coming times.
If you allow me, I would like to read a few sentences from the introduction on learning through relationships that Elizabeth wrote.
Please share.
Relationships in the soul realm are harmonious and full of transparency and unconditional love. On Earth's plane, typically for reasons of survival, we often use our human egos to navigate this realm along with its desires, fears, and unique perspectives. This can often be at odds with our soul's purposes and introduce many obstacles and challenges to our relationships. So, absolutely. I mean, there's a contrast between, and just by connecting in the session with that unconditional love and, why we are together, helps solve and helps us understand really the reason why things occur, and really helps us change and shift and take the most out of it. So it's beautiful. So really so worth reading. The stories are beautiful. 26 authors from so many different countries. Every author with down voice. We have facilitators that specialize in many different healing modalities. So the sessions will be really rich, and the voices will be really profound and beautiful. So,
universal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that this book itself is it's such a proof, if I may use the word, or a validation that we are a global community, and with all of us from different parts of the world, contributing to the book. And the book, it literally talks this is what MNI is. We're literally everywhere, and this book tells us that.
And we're expanding.
Yes, as we speak. That is so true. Anything else that you want the viewers to know about the book, about MNI Publishing? You've already told us. And viewers, please look for the book. It's very easy to find. It's there already on Amazon. You might find it in your own country's Amazon. Like, I know for a fact in Dubai, it's already available. I know India has it. Amazon.com has it. I think Canada has it as well. So it's everywhere. Just find it, get it for yourself.
And we will publish the details and links, direct links for direct buy on our website on newtoninstitute.org. So check that as well. Ebooks can be purchased either there or Amazon or any other retailers. So just look for it. Finding Purpose, Stories of the Afterlife That Inspire by MNI Publishing.
Sanela and Elizabeth, cannot even begin to tell you how grateful we all are for what you both have put together, because it isn't just about having the vision. The vision, the mission, everything has been acted on. And I think the fact that you made it into a reality, and the reality sitting in Sanela's hand, literally. There you go. So this is literally a little baby that's come along, and the baby's going to grow and spread wings and go to every home. That is the intention that we send, that it should go to every home. Oh yeah, there you go, girl.
And open doorways.
So I'm very curious, when we have any book or any kind of publication or any venture or any initiative, there's usually in any behind the scenes story, we get to know about what one would call the production, people behind the production. When you think of a film, you have, production hands, you have the editor, you have the cinematographer, and you have the writers and the artists. But in this book, who are these people? People who've worked behind the scenes, literally, to enable and support the two of you.
Right. Well, Diana Paik, who is the executive director at Michael Newton Institute, she helped us by writing the foreword, a very nice introduction to this book. And Pete wrote the afterword and helped with a few other really important things. And so much thanks goes out to them, as well as to Judith. Judith Huffman was very supportive when we needed to gather permission slips so that we had permission to use particular stories from the authors as well as the practitioners. So we're grateful to all of them and their efforts.
Yeah, there is an anecdote with Judith and the stories. We were really closing on the deadline, and she made it possible. She did wonders, and that definitely. And yeah, special thanks really go to all of them, as well as Jeff Bennett, who is our current student. Hopefully, he will join us as full certified member soon. He did editing. So there's so many beautiful authors as well, 26 of us. So to 25 of you, huge thank you. And Indrani and her brother for your donation. That really helped make this possible. We wouldn't have done it without all of you. So everyone gave us something, and we were able to bring it to life. So thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, Sanela. And
thank you.
Honestly, if I may say this, that contribution, it's actually we are grateful. I speak on behalf of my brother and me that we could do this. And the way it happened, if you remember, we were just brainstorming and discussing at a council meeting, Elizabeth. And while I'm sitting there, I think I just asked very hesitantly that, may I request and may I just come back on this? And it was so quick after that. I think within a 24 hours, it was all done and dusted. So I think Mom, Dad, and Michael must have conferred upstairs, and then the nudge came along, and this was an opportunity for us. So we are very grateful as a family to MNI for accepting this very humble contribution. I hope we can keep contributing, in coming times.
We did mention all of the people who really helped bring this to life in the book, and we are really grateful. And special thank you to Elizabeth for seeing this through and for being there with me until the end.
Special thank you to you for keeping me going through my especially through the formatting dilemmas. That helped so much.
Yeah.
But yeah,
and
you kept me inspired.
And we are thankful to the two of you, because you inspired each other, you motivated each other, you held each other's hand, and probably just plodded along with all of us doing a little bit of our bits and bobs from the side. But the heavy lifting was done by the two of you. So we are so grateful. And I can't say thank you enough, truly.
Truly an honor and pleasure.
Yes.
Thank you.
And I do have to also say, I kind of didn't say enough about how much Peter Smith kept us going as the deadlines approached. he really pitched in and helped with various things like the glossary, where people can look up terms and what they mean. And he was like a cheering squad, keeping us going for those deadlines. So helping in so many ways.
Yeah.
They say when you run a marathon, those who cheer you all along, and especially in that last stint, when you know that you have to sustain your energy to pull through to hit the finish line. And then and there are those moments when you're flagging. So special souls like Pete, I think, were just positioned at that right point that was required for you to get that final surge of energy to reach the finish line.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You
Kept us going.
You described it really well.
Yeah.
Final surge of energy. And well, it's here. So
awesome.
Happy.
So let's keep finding purpose, and you find your purpose, dear viewer. And viewers, please get your copy as soon as you can. Read, share, and do let us know what you felt, what your observations are, what you've learned. We look forward to you coming forward with your thoughts. Share it with us, and may you truly find your purpose in finding purpose. It's our pleasure to bring it to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.